Hi, I'm Jacob. I've been an NBA fan for about 30 years, and I used to play basketball when I was a young lad. The past few seasons have been garbage. I don't think Adam Silver's a very good commissioner. He's too weak of a personality. But this year, the playoffs are actually wide open, so I finally decided to make an NBA video and share my predictions for each round. If this video gets 35 million likes by the end of the playoffs, I'll bless the internet again next year with my incredible knowledge of NBA basketball. Let's be honest, I can't do worse than Charles Barkley, and if Stephen A. Smith gets a microphone, I deserve one too. Let's begin by discussing the play-in tournament. We'll start with the Kings versus the Mavericks. This is a game that will be as exciting as a middle school girls basketball game played in Alaska. The Kings swept the Mavs this season, but Anthony Davis is back in the lineup. There's talk that Kyrie Irving is being swapped for Alex Caruso because defense wins championships. The Mavs win. Warriors versus the Grizzlies. The Grizzlies have a lot of injuries. Ja Morant isn't injured, but he's too busy wiring gun fine payments to the NBA Treasury to suit up for this one. The Warriors are going to win. Go Dubs, that's my team. 30-year fan of the Warriors. Die-hard fan. Magic versus the Hawks. Both teams have many injuries, but the Magic will win. Finally, we have the Bulls versus the Heat. It's a coin flip. The Bulls have been playing well recently, so the Bulls are going to win this one. That leads to a matchup of the Magic versus the Bulls. Jordan had a Ferrari. These Bulls are pulling up in a 2011 Buick, but they made it. The Bulls are going to win and make it into the playoffs for anyone who cares. I am a Lonzo Ball fan, but he's not playing. Big surprise. The Warriors versus the Magic. Of course the Warriors are going to win. There's a caveat. Draymond Green will be suspended for delivering groin kicks to 2 referees and 1 Magic fan. Now let's discuss the first round of the playoffs. The Thunder versus the Mavericks. This is going to be a nail-biter. Thunder win in 4. Nuggets versus the Clippers. I'm a big fan of the chubby Serbian. I even have his basketball card right here. Look at that picture. He looks like a pregnant grandfather. Kawhi Leonard is day-to-day with an upper thigh ingrown hair. Michael Porter Jr.'s brother put his money on the Clips. He might have some inside information. Nuggets win in 6. Lakers versus Wolves. This game is on the eve of LeBron's 60th birthday. He and Luka will be smoking hookah to celebrate before the game. Lakers win the series in 6. Warriors versus Rockets. The Rockets have a skilled big man and size matters. My ex-girlfriend told me that before she broke up with me. The Warriors win in 6. Bulls versus Cavs. The Cavs are injured, but they'll still win in 7. Knicks versus Pistons. The Knicks have Karl Anthony Towns, so we can safely pencil in their first round exit. Pistons in 7. The Pistons are having a fantastic season. I never would have guessed that. Pacers versus Bucks. The Bucks are injured. Giannis Antetokounmpo is going to go off. The Bucks win in 7. Magic versus Celtics. Celtics sweep. Now let's move on to the second round. OKC Thunder versus the Denver Nuggets. Denver doesn't have big enough Nuggets to pound the Thunder in every possible position 1 through 5. I take Thunder in 6. Lakers versus Warriors. The Warriors are my team, but I think the Lakers could win. This is going to be an exciting series. Lakers in 7. Cavs versus Bucks. The Cavs are missing their stars. The Bucks are also injured, but I take the Bucks in 6. Finally, we have Celtics versus Pistons. Jaylen Brown's knee is injured. Celtics will win in 5 or 6. And for the third round of the playoffs, we have the Thunder versus the Lakers. I'm rooting for the Lakers, but the reality is they can't beat the Thunder. Thunder in 6. Celtics versus Bucks. Celtics in 5. So the 2024-25 NBA champions are none other than the Phoenix Suns. Oh wait, they're not even in the playoffs. The Thunder win the championship this year. Thunder versus Celtics. Jaylen Brown's knee is injured. I don't think they can beat the Thunder. Thunder in 6. And that's how it's all going to play out. If you do any sports betting, you're welcome because I just made you a lot of money. If you disagree, you can go ahead and leave your comments. You'll be the one who looks silly after the playoffs are over.